Are you going to travel the world? Are you going to sit around and eat bonbons? That's not a good goal. Don't do that. That should not be why you want to retire early and what you're going to do with your life. Hi there. My name is Mindy Jensen, and I'm the host of the BiggerPockets Money Podcast. FIRE, financial independence, retire early, is an excellent concept. But after speaking with literally hundreds of people in various stages of their journey to financial independence, it dawned on me, we need a FIRE planning worksheet. Something to give you guidance, to help you get to where you want to go, and to figure out exactly what that is. We talk about early retirement all the time, and that sounds awesome, of course. Who wouldn't want to sit around and eat bonbons all day instead of working, right? But is that really what you want? I created the FIRE planning worksheet because no matter how much money you have, if you don't set goals, if you don't know where you want to be, if you don't have a plan for how you're going to spend your days, you are far less likely to actually pull the trigger at the appropriate time, either working far too long or leaving work before you have a solid foundation. Today, we're going to go over the first page of the FIRE planning worksheet. You can download it from biggerpockets.com/fireplan. The first question I want you to think about is, why do you want to retire early? This is absolutely the most important question to answer because the right answer isn't, I hate my job. I mean, yes, of course. Maybe you don't like your job and that's an impetus to leaving employment, but that shouldn't be the only reason. You should want to do other things with your time, spend time with your children, travel the world, better the world, volunteer. There's a lot of reasons why FIRE is a great goal, but simply not having a good relationship with your boss or not enjoying your job shouldn't be the impetus behind why you are leaving or pursuing financial independence. Now, I do agree that everybody should pursue financial independence. You should have a rock solid financial foundation so that should something happen to your job, you aren't stranded. You aren't scrambling for money. You aren't searching desperately for something to be able to put food on the table. But I really want you to think about why you want to retire early. The second question is almost as important. What does retirement look like? Are you going to travel the world? Are you going to sit around and eat bonbons? That's not a good goal. Don't do that. That should not be why you want to retire early and what you're going to do with your life. Like a day, you can have a day to sit around and eat bonbons, but after that, you really need to have a plan because if you don't have a plan, life is just going to kind of pull you along and I don't know what to do today. Maybe I'll just watch TV. And then 6 months later, all you're doing is watching TV. Or I'll just rake the leaves in the garden. And then 6 months later, you don't have any leaves or grass or anything because all you've done is nothing. You have no plan. What are the things? Make a bucket list. Watch that movie, The Bucket List. What a fun movie that was. I just watched it again. And have a list of things that you want to do. There's a whole world out there to see. There's a whole lot of things to do, even locally. But if you don't have a plan, you are not going to do anything. Until you have a rock solid plan, you should continue with your job. When do you want to retire? What is your timeline for retirement and what age will you be? This tags off of the what do you want to do question a little bit because if you want to travel the world and you're going to be 75 when you retire, those two may not be feasible. So start thinking about what is an actual realistic timeline for retirement and how does that play into your what does your retirement look like plans. Answers to these can change. You can go back and edit your answers once you've really thought about this. This isn't a sheet that you fill out in 3 minutes. This is a sheet that you really sit and think about because this is the rest of your life we're talking about. Can you live out your retirement dream now? Are you physically able to? Are you financially able to? And are you mentally able to? There are a lot of people who wrap their entire being around their job and they identify with this job. And that's something we haven't really talked about yet, the mental aspects of leaving employment when that's all that you are, that's all that you do. And that, of course, is not all that you are, all that you do. You are so much more. I believe in you. But wrapping your whole identity around a job and then also trying to leave that job to become financially independent can be really difficult. And this is not an instant, I got to go. I'm going to quit my job and do everything. This is a process. And I want you to think about this process as you are on your journey so that when you end your employment, you have an excellent retirement. Okay, next week, we're going to talk about page 2 of the retirement worksheet, where we dive into your financial goals and risk assessment. For the BiggerPockets Money channel, this is Mindy Jensen signing off.